Example 3. Solve the system by elimination. Now, elimination is the one where ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to put a line down here and you're going to add these together, and you want one of these variables to disappear. Now, in this case, the easiest variable to get to disappear, because you have an x and a y, is probably the y variable. But right now, if I take a y plus a y, I'm going to get a 2y, but I really want them to disappear. So in order to do that, I'm going to choose to multiply this one by a -1. So the first one, I'm not going to touch. I'm just going to rewrite it. Y equals x squared minus 3x minus 2. Now the second one, I'm going to multiply by a -1. So this is going to be a -y equals a positive 3x. Now, I'm going to kind of skip this spot. I'm going to leave it blank because I'm going to try to line up this x with this x. So that's going to be a positive 3x. And then a negative times a negative here is going to give me a positive 8. And then we're going to draw our line. And then we're going to add. Now, a y plus a -y is 0. We drop the equal sign. X squared plus nothing x squared is just x squared. A negative 3x plus a 3x, they cancel and they go to 0. And then a -2 plus an 8 is a 6. So now what we're looking at here is the equation 0 equals x squared plus 6. And now we're going to solve that. If I take a look at that, I have no b value, so I'm going to solve by square root. I'm going to subtract 6. -6 equals x squared. Then I'm going to take a square root. Squared cancels with the root, x equals. And then I'm going to take a look at this answer. Well, this is the square root of a negative number, which means we're going to have a plus or minus I root 6. Now, if I'm getting an I, that means imaginary. And think of what you're trying to find here. You're trying to find where these intersect on a graph. If you're getting an I, do they actually intersect on the graph? And the answer is no. Like, yeah, I could have an imaginary solution, but in this case, I don't want an imaginary solution. That doesn't make sense. So this is no real solution. And we can just be done there because ultimately we're looking for the intersection. This does not have an intersection, so we have no solution.